mercury vapor, you can't see it in the daylight, and if you breathe it, you can't taste it, you can't smell it. So what we're hoping is that when we make visuals showing this mercury vapor rolling off of these amalgams when you put a drill on them, that the dentist will all of a sudden, oh my God, these guys aren't lying. There's a lot of mercury coming off. We can visually show it.
And this is an approach that's been developed by chemists to activate a mercury lamp. A mercury lamp is a lamp that contains mercury vapor that you run a current through, and that mercury emits a light of a special wavelength that water and air will not absorb. However, if you place in front of that lamp an amalgam in a tooth, and you activate that tooth by brushing it, then millions and millions of atoms of mercury come off of that tooth. When the atom of mercury gets in between the screen and the lamp, it absorbs that photon and blocks that light, and it looks like there is a shadow made on the screen where the mercury is absorbing the light. So what you're seeing is really an absorbance of the photon by the mercury atom that reflects as a shadow on the screen.
And then we have some teeth with the amalgam that's been set for a while, and we're going to be removing that with a high-speed dental drill in order to visualize how much vapor comes off during that procedure as well.
The American Dental Association has made the argument that mercury is fixed in amalgam fillings and it doesn't come out easily. And what this research that we're doing here visually shows is that when you drill on an amalgam filling, that it dramatically exposes the patient and the dentist and the dental technician to huge amounts of mercury vapor that enters the body. It's even worse than what they imagined.
2,483 micrograms per cubic meter, and I've never seen levels of mercury this high. That's pretty much unheard of in any type of work environment.
Because it definitely shows, with just absolute fact, hard science, that amalgams, when they are heated with the drill, by drilling on them, release copious amounts of mercury vapor into the air.
In dental school, they taught us nothing about protecting the dentist, the staff, or the patients from the dangers of mercury vapor.
Dental schools ought to be fearful of major lawsuits because this is not a secret anymore. You can see it coming out. I mean, the exposure to mercury to those people is just tremendous.
Clearly, if you're not measuring it, you're not monitoring it, and you're not educating these employees, then the OSHA regulations are not being upheld.
We're turning now to the OSHA Hazard Communication Standard. It is a final regulation, and there is no escape for it for any of us.
Everyone working around hazardous chemicals and other toxic substances has a right to know of possible dangers and how to protect themselves.